the hell is even that?
That is one big pilot.
For a modern gaming audience.
Why are you running?
Why would you do that? Why would you do any of that?
We're communists.
Woke.
Would you please get your politics out of my comic books? I'm like, what comic books are you reading?
I'm cured! Praise God!
Hiya, 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 na 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 na.
Ah, he Vadered! He Vadered!
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Give me the meat and give it to me raw.
I need the dog!
For a modern gaming audience.
If I speak, I am in big trouble. In big trouble.
Welcome to Nerd Wars. Sorry about that. Welcome to Nerd Wars.
Please clap.
Oh yeah, we're here, guys. We're here. Welcome to Nerd Wars, indeed. And you guessed it, my channel is under attack by Ryan Roger Athay. Parentheses reality based. He did it. He finally did it. He took me under 18,000 subscribers. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Raj. And then he demanded to be on the stream. He demanded. And I was going to let him, but I think we're just going to go for like an hour today because, oh my God, I need to push this back an hour. Oh my God, I should just cancel these streams. But I like you guys too much. You guys are the ones destroying my channel because I just want to hang out and have some fun. And Badger's also here. Talk, Badger.
Never trust a man who only exclusively eats frozen pizza and not even DiGiorno. That is Ryan Roger Athay, and I just can't condone it anymore. I can't condone it. What's going on, my friend? Congratulations. You hit a milestone. Let's just say you hit a milestone. Yes. This is what happens. They come after the best of us. So if you aren't liking and subbing, I hope you're liking and subbing to this guy.
Oh, God. They're already subscribed or else they wouldn't be here.
I know.
I'm just worried about all the people who are like, I'm going to click on this video. Oh, they're live streaming. Unsubscribe. I'm a real fan, guys. I'm a real fan. If you want the real fans' opinions, you should just keep watching and subscribe. Make all the accounts. Take your mom's phone and get on her YouTube and subscribe to me. I need all the help I can get.
He's wearing Grogu ears. Look what he's doing for you and me.
I'm destroying my
costume
channel
changes.
for you guys.
Yeah, literally.
I'll do it. I'll fucking do it.
Oh no, Baby Yoda, no!
I swear to God. Or Roger. Sorry, we were supposed to have a guest. He didn't appear. That's why Roger wasn't allowed on. But now I'm like, I just want to do an hour. I got too much time. I got to make a social media video with 9 asses in it for some reason.
And unraveling. He was already unraveled. He's just expressing it. I blame this man personally.
Yeah, that is the man. Go to his channel and subscribe, and then like a few days later, unsubscribe.
They take a long time, Ryan.
Psychological warfare. I am. Oh my God, it's all I do. Look, here's the thing. This. All I do is transcribe stuff. It's so boring. I have to. Oh my God. Today we are talking about Rings of Power for some reason. For like an hour. Whip it up, Badge. Whip it up.
No, not the whole hour, but I want to start this off with a story because obviously Rings of Power was shit from the beginning. We knew it was going to be shit. Everyone said it was going to be shit. And the fans, thankfully, I always like to point this out, the Lord of the Rings fans ratioed it at every turn, which still led to a lot of cope as why it was going to continue to happen. So we started off with people going, no. The backlash is extreme, but don't sideline them. Don't sideline them. Blah, blah, blah. Even though everyone was saying fire them. And then, of course, that went on to the fact that no. They're going to fire them, but they're not going to fire them because they don't want it to ruin the Emmys chance. And remember, this is just the first season, right? So here we are with the cope level of as soon as the Emmys are done, they're going to fire them, right? And then, nope, somehow they made a second season. And then the writer's strike happened and they weren't allowed to finish it. So they had the non-WGA like directors and writers finish it, which led to Cope like, nope, they're completely demoted. Look, they don't even need them. They're completely demoted. Someone else is going to finish them. And then in the third season, it won't even happen or they won't be there. And then we got this, that not only are they not fucking gone, but like most of Hollywood, they have failed and ascended right upwards to get a 3-year deal with Amazon. Yeah. And if that's not enough, right here, you can see they're getting their own production company, 1040 Productions. So not only are they going to return to ruin, I say, further the Rings of Power, but we're going to get to see new shitty shows from them. It's good. It's just a story of success.
Wait. So I am losing subscribers. So does that mean Amazon's going to hire me next?
Maybe you could make a documentary very poorly or something very poorly adapting and making all the characters lesser, and then, you know, having some boss woman kill an ice troll another 30 seconds, and then you too would suddenly get subscribers. It'd all be soulless, but it might work.
Me and Ryan Roger Ethe apparently is how it's pronounced. Is that how it's pronounced now? That's how you're pronouncing it. Parentheses reality based. Maybe we could, you know, have a gladiatorial combat in a coliseum, and we could do a pay-per-view event. I like that idea personally.
Mr. Tech Rat did a racism. We was rings.
I actually, I had a couple ideas for what the title was going to be.
And I hope you know that now Saruman and Sauron are going to be of the browner persuasion, so it will be the racisms.
Do you think that's real? Did that guy actually get hired? Now that they found out there's a bunch of like fake leaks coming out, I can't help but think like that's got to be fake, but which makes me think it's probably real.
You know what, Big Rat Killer? You think I don't see you in the chat saying my name, call me the Angry Chipmunk? Well, I'll have you know my derogatory name is the Angry Beaver. Get it straight. Get it straight.
You should get a sword so you can wave it around. It helps.
I have them, but they're real, and if I wave them around, I might dismember myself. See, you hit yourself. I would have taken out a limb.
No, that was my desk. It did take out part of my desk, though.
Yeah, we were talking about this on the stream last night, Beazle Pub. They need to just do a Burning Man of Friday Night Tights, meetups, fellowship, one another, like just a big open...
Like a festival?
Oh, sure. Somewhere where they don't do it over several days. That would be helpful. So we can all talk shit about the Rings of Power together.
Well, that's the issue, though, is they always want to keep it free. So that would be kind of tough running a giant festival for free.
Don't you understand, Mr. Tech Rat, how hard it is to stream? How our social batteries are
It is hard. It is hard. I had to wake up at like 11:15. I don't know how these guys do it. Did you finish both of your articles about Rings of Power already?
No, it was really the ones leading up to this. Is the big one.
Yeah, whip it out. That
big one.
Whip it out. And then we got to talk about Avatar.
This is the big one that they got not just their 3 years, but their production company. So right here, despite all of the ratioing, despite all of the shit talking, how dare you? Despite all the speaking of shit talking, they would not just be failing upwards. They will be failing outwards because their production company will now start spewing their dumb shit. And God knows what next thing they're going to do.
Yes. What beloved IP do you want them to destroy next? Huh, Bad?
Thankfully, there's not many left. That was one of the things we're trying to see how we could fix them. Like, they've almost all been hit. How about a Back to the Future? There we go. We could ruin that. We'll do a TV series, Back to the Future.
Oh, yeah. I think we already discussed this. Which one of them is black? Which one of them is going to be Latino?
Yeah, you know it's going to be Marty.
Oh, I think my internet's sad at me.
But yeah, no, that is that story for now.
I'm still looking good, right?
Oh, you look great.
Oh,
it's the sword for me.
I know. Ladies love the sword. Netflix's Avatar, which I watched the first episode of and it was so bad I couldn't watch any more. And my buddy watched the rest of them for me and reported back to me. He loved the M. Night Shyamalan movie and hates this show. The universally reviled M. Night Shyamalan movie he likes and didn't like this show. Gave it a 3 out of 10. You have the audacity to give it a 6 out of 10. Defend yourself, Badge.
Oh yeah, but I say I only like it because of Zuko, Iroh, and Lord Ozai. Like, it's just for their flashbacks. I thought it was good, and their character arc and the dynamic between Zuko and Iroh. This is the only thing where I didn't think their characters were like recharacterized or changed.
None of the main 3 characters are part of why you liked it.
No, that's what I've said.
That's a problem.
First of all, We found out that when they did their casting, they didn't tell anyone what they were auditioning for. So the main 3 characters thought they were auditioning for some generic high school thing, and it was only after they saw them they were like, "Oh, by the way, I hired you to be Aang." By the way, I thought, and one of the guys thought he was auditioning for the fucking blue Avatar, for the James Cameron Avatar. So yeah,
Oh my God, that's a Madam Web. That's worse than Madam Web. Them all thinking they're part of the MCU.
The biggest problem is that the main 3, I do not believe their chemistry together. They cut out a bunch of scenes that would have made me possibly believe that bond. I don't. That's what I'm saying. I liked it just for Zuko, Lord Ozai, played by Daniel Day Kim, who I thought killed it, and Lord Iroh. Did
Sokka ever turn into Sokka? Because the first episode I watched, he was not the same character in the slightest bit. Did he eventually turn jokes. Like dumb and incompetent?
No. In fact, he got more competent.
He was Mr. like Leader Man the whole first episode. I'm like, do I not remember what the first episode was actually like or something?
They skipped over. That's the problem is that a lot of this shit all comes down to, and it happened here in this Boomy article. When he gets pinned, he says one of 2 things. One, he says it doesn't translate to live action. Or
yeah,
2,
the fun depiction didn't work in live action.
And that's what he said about like Sokka's sexism. Right. The problem is that's
his whole
laziness.
character.
Yeah, it's your fucking job to make it work in live action. That's what an adaptation is. You are adapting. It doesn't mean change it so much it's unrecognizable. Even when they say, well, it's a remix, it's like, right, but you still have to use the original parts and remix them. So his sexism and him thinking that women can't do anything, they're only good at cooking and cleaning while based as fuck, does lead to him eventually not only accepting that, but then seeking the Kyoshi warriors to help him. And then he teaches the kids a little back and forth. It's growth. And so when you finally sort of get him being like the leader that knows what he's doing, because he trained with the Kyoshi warrior that was thirsty for him the whole episode, that was what I was more surprised, that they made the chick hungry for him, pursue him in the Kyoshi arc. I don't know. It's
girl power.
It's a strange thing, Lod. I sort of want meritocracy and people to be hired that could do their fucking job and then do it well and with respect to the fans. And so if you think it doesn't work, then you fucking make it work. That's why you were hired.
Make it work, designers.
You put in genocide. You thought that could fucking work. They didn't show that in the cartoon, but you thought that could work. So I don't understand how you could do that. Same thing with King Boomy. You sort of regress the character.
When they add new stuff but take out old stuff. If you're taking out the original stuff, why are you adding completely new stuff? It doesn't make any sense to me. The math doesn't add up there.
You know, that whole King Boomy article is the whole idea is the character knew Aang from when he was a child, and by the time Aang sees him again, he's older and has been fighting for a fucking 100 years, basically. In this version, he's very resentful of Aang for not being there to help. However, in the cartoon, he was a much more mature person who knew that blaming a child was something stupid, and so he was much more trying to get Aang to come to the realization. So it's 2 different things. You basically make him a regressed character that, bro, it took you 100 years and you're still holding resentment for a 12-year-old. Like a 100-year-old King Boomy would have come to the realization that he couldn't have held Aang to that expectation. But now, as an adult, he can show him what he needs to do, and it was a much more hopeful, as opposed to Aang being the one that like, I'm going to do it with my friends. Same message, but delivered horribly and backwards, which is most of the time.
I want to go back. No, I am clicking. Thank you.
I want to watch it.
I want to go back. Yes. So it looked interesting. I tried watching Blue Eyed Samurai because everyone was saying it was good, but it was too much girl power for me. So when I saw the Shogun trailer, I'm like, this looks good, but I'm concerned there's going to be too much girl power in it. Silent Tide, you're still around? You haven't unsubscribed already? I want to know, what are the levels of girl power?
All I know is Gary on FNT was saying it was good, and that so far it's followed the books that he has read, the Shogun books, which maybe they're worth a pickup, or maybe there's some comic adaptations of it. But yeah, they were. I've heard Drinker likes it too. But if Gary is saying,
wait, Drinker likes it.
Episodes,
that's a warning. That's genuinely a warning.
Gary said he liked it, and he said it wasn't intersectional. So yeah, isn't it the main dude like? Yes, Gary reads. Isn't the main dude like a British dude? I think it's. I thought it was like, it sort of looked like
the Last
Samurai point of view, but it's based on a book, and maybe Last Samurai took. Okay, good. So no girl. The problem is, well, I guess not in a Shogun. It'd be very hard to explain it. Are there any black samurais by chance? Did Yasuki show up or whatever his name is?
Is this Assassin's Creed?
Bro, the normies are gonna jump right over every game right to that one.
Speaking of AAA video games being on the run, The Last of Us series co-creator Neil Druckmann says he wants to wind down his video games work. Not that many big budget titles left in him. Is it that there aren't many big budget titles left in him, or no one wants to buy his garbage?
Is the word not out on him? Like, it's over. We know what you did.
Yeah, it's done.
You can't get
You're
away
done,
with
though.
alienating the fans very much anymore. It's happened so much that we're starting to catch on.
Do you see yourself? Words? Do you see yourself making video games forever? What kind of question is that? Or have new passions arisen in you? Oh my, yeah, I think the word is he wants to get into TV so he can destroy some TV shows or some movies.
Fail upward. And TV's the trap. TV's the trap, and he did
Where's
it with
my
Last of
Amazon
Us.
deal? Look at my analytics, Amazon. I'm down like 150 subs. Thanks to Roger. Make sure you guys go subscribe to him so he feels good, and then give it about 3 days and then unsubscribe to him. Psychological warfare, baby.
Tom, according to Erwin, Spider-Man in Ultimate is good, right? The new Ultimate. Spider-Man's married and happy and heteronormative and got kids or whatever.
It is heteronormative. I will give him that. I really like, dude. I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna last. I really don't know if it's gonna last, but I am liking it. Mary Jane is hot. Peter is hot. Peter is attractive. He's all wearing like the black Spider-Man suit at first, looking like a baller. No, that's the Incredible Hulk. And then he scares his daughter with it. So he's like, oh, well, I should make it a little less scary and stuff. I will say what concerns me is they're trying to make things a little more realistic with the villains and stuff. The Green Goblin's costume is terrible. The Shocker Bro, the Shocker Bro just is wearing like bomb disposal.
The Shocker?
Yeah, isn't that his name? Yeah, he looks like he's just like a bomb disposal guy in like the Hurt Locker or whatever.
What's up, Taint? Oh,
So-
I'm sorry. Gooch.
Things are
Oh, shit. Alex Darby with the 5.
Darkster.
Keeping Nerd Wars channel alive.
Yeah, I will say I really want to cancel this stream until I stop destroying my channel, but I can't because Alex Darby keeps hooking it up with the memberships, and I'm not going to let him hook people up and destroy these evil grays and replace them with greens.
Yeah,
and then cancel
turn green.
So Ryan Roger Athay, parentheses reality based, blame Alex Darby for being the best.
Gifties. We need a Krista like emote gift thing of gifties.
That's I was kind of wondering what that voice was. I was looking away. So was the Krista voice.
Oh shit.
Lord,
Gift.
Lord Almighty, Lord 69, Lord Almighty, have mercy. I'm gonna have to put a costume on for this. Yeah, fuck, I probably should. Hey, you why did you only do I thought you had more articles. What am I not paying you for?
I do have more articles.
Okay, pull them up. Wait,
Yeah, no, we're busy celebrating
Neil
your memberships.
Druckmann, Neil provide ice you were talking to her, blah blah
And yeah,
blah.
that's
Neil
what it
Druckmann.
is.
Who cares? He's gonna go destroy something else. Story over.
Well, so the next one is, of course, we've had some Superman news. Ooh, dear God, why would you make me know? No, no one wants to do that. Superman Legacy, now just called Superman.
Oh my God. I'm sorry. James Gunn, that is already DOA. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but you have some bias against James Gunn. So looking at this,
bias against pedos.
yeah. So taking with a grain of salt that his tweets were in fact bad jokes and that he's not actually a pedo.
Oh, I fancy myself a comedian. Those weren't jokes.
Yeah. So that aside, and with the best interpretation of the casting so far, it's actually been quite good. Superman looks like Superman, Lois Lane looks like Lois Lane, and so on and so forth. They cast a redhead as Jimmy Olsen, and we know what they do to the gingers around here. So that is a good thing. However,
they
we
cast
also knew-
25,000 other people, so the bad thing is you're never going to see Superman.
Probably. We also knew that they were going to have to do some inclusion standards somewhere because they've been leaked from every major studio, and we know at least 50% need to come from an underrepresented group. So yeah, as we have here, Lod points out, Otis ain't going to look like this, actually. We knew it was going to happen somewhere. And if you see right here, I direct you to this guy that looks like he works at the gas station, and I say that just because he's literally wearing a name tag jumpsuit thing. That is now Otis. Looks like a very nice man, but that's the first actual race swap. And of course, if we're going in inclusion standards, Mr. Terrific here, that would count. Elizabeth Marced, that would count. She's a Brown. She's fellow Brown. She would count. But the other one, and this is the one where it starts getting dicey, is there's your Perry White. Which
once you go black, you don't go back.
That's the first part of it. They did it with Lawrence Fishburne and Man of Steel. It was never going to go backwards, just like Sam Jackson, Nick Fury. You're never going to see David Hasselhoff, Nick Fury, even if he's still white in the comics. Is he white in The Ultimate? Have you seen Nick Fury yet? Or did they make him Sam Jackson?
In Ultimate Spider-Man or The Ultimates?
Oh, the new one.
Because The Ultimates is when they turned him into...
Right, so I'm saying is, did they continue that trend? Because it might contradict what we're saying that you never go backwards. Either way, I like Wendell Pierce. I like this actor. He's really good in Jack Ryan. He was in The Wire, even though I haven't seen The Wire, so shame me for that one. I know he hasn't seen The Wire, so shame him for that one.
What's The Wire?
It was one of those original like HBO shows, like before The Sopranos, and like right around that when it started getting like, oh, this is better than movies and TV. He's a great guy, but the problem is this points to a bigger issue now. Is that every time now when you see race swaps, you don't know if it's because they had to or if it was really the best person for the role. And I would believe if you told me this is the best person he found, because he is a good actor, but it just muddies the water. And I think overall it does a disservice now to the groups that they claim to be representing.
Oh, wait, I just realized, so in the Ultimates 3 I was showing off the other day, they have the Black Panther. He doesn't say a word, and then it turns out the Black Panther is actually secretly Captain America underneath. So I just realized the Black Panther was actually a white man.
That seems problematic.
I'm whipping it out. Take over the show.
Yeah, I mean, shame, but for different reasons here. Perry, see, that's the thing is, I said it. This is going to be meme fodder. Perry White being obviously, but see, Lawrence Fishburne was good in it. It is a disservice though. Oh no.
Yeah, that's Captain America ripping out of the Black Panther costume. Yes, Ryan Kendall can be the Black Panther. I know it. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're hold on. We're getting there.
I am the Black Panther. Ibombe!
Yeah, I hope you like reboots because we got no shortage. Fucking shortage. Naked Gun?
No, I saw that. I didn't pull that one, but yeah, I saw that.
Naked Gun. We'll talk about it for a second. Naked Gun with Liam Neeson. Yes. Now
the renowned comedy actor Liam Neeson.
Oh, I'm glad you said that because he has done some funny shit before, including scenes in Ted and A Million Ways to Die in the West, both by Seth MacFarlane. The problem with Seth MacFarlane, he's got extreme TDS and he's a fucking airhead. Have you seen that clip on Bill Maher where he talks about you can trust the press and the mainstream and that they're fact checked? Yeah, even Bill Maher was dunking on him. So, but I do think he may be able to make some funny shit. The issue is with Naked Gun, Leslie Nielsen, who, if you've ever watched Airplane, I know you haven't, or if you've ever watched the original Naked Guns, I know you haven't. He's very serious, but then when he does funny, jokey shit, it's extra funny. And I believe Liam Neeson could pull that off. So it's like the one reboot I might accept if it was done right, but we don't need it. Just like we don't need the American Psycho reboot. Just like we don't need the Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead reboot. Well, just like we don't need the Crow reboot.
Comedies don't work anymore. No one sees comedies.
You have to be subversive, and how could you parry this when everyone's a protected class?
Yeah, I don't see it working out. But speaking of protected classes, the AAA gaming industry is doomed. Oh, wait, I got to add it back to stage. It's doomed. EA X's 5% of total workforce cancels Respawn Star Wars FPS as part of emergency shift away from licensed IP. So gaming industry is moving away from the licensed IPs and entertainment, or the movies and TV shows. That's all they're going to be doing from here on out. It seems a little weird. I feel like entertainment companies don't know what the heck to do right now. So they're just throwing everything at the wall and seeing what sticks, and nothing is sticking except for like Barbenheimer and the Super Mario Brothers movie.
Dune 2 seems to be making some traction.
Have you seen any box office stuff yet?
As far as they over what they said they were thinking they were going to make. Isn't it like, I think it's at a 95 unless it's updated on Rotten Tomatoes with like over 500 verified, so and 94 of critics, so it's high. But yeah, on the firing thing, Naughty Dog and Insomniac on the PlayStation side also cut 900 people thereabouts. What Sweet Baby games did they do to? Oh, that's right, Naughty Dog and Spider-Man 2. So interesting now that they're seeing the effects. And the good thing, at least on that, the Fallen Order 3 is still happening. So that Cal Kestis third game is still going to happen. But yeah, they right after leaking, they freaking they canceled their Mandalorian first-person shooter, which probably would have been horrible, but. I think they might be losing that Star Wars license.
Speaking of, have you played Dark Forces
yet?
Godzilla
-1. Yes, I did. It was good. It was a good little. It kept the spirit. Of.
Because it was like full blown, like in a new engine and stuff. You still thght it looked good and felt.
Yeah, they did
like
the cinematics a little bit better. Yeah, and it still felt like playing a 2D Doom shooter, but yeah, it's cool. I played through Kyle Katarn and the actual story of who stole the Death Star plans. Thank you.
And then we got Battlefront coming out. You getting those? The remaster?
Never said I wasn't a hypocrite, Ryan. Thank you.
So Battlefront 1 and 2 remastered.
Is it an actual remaster? I know it's the completed collection. They're adding some new characters. The question is it going to be crossplay between all the platforms? And is it just on modern systems with like slightly higher textures and resolution, or is it an actual? I don't think it's an actual factual remaster, but yeah, if it's crossplay, that is gonna see some numbers.
Yeah, if they're just doing like a re-release, I don't see people being super happy about that.
I won't, or at least I have not been invited. I do not know about Senor Irwin.
Oh, I don't have time for anything. I have to make this stupid documentary, which is I'm at the like most boring part right now, so I have to just keep chugging through that crap.
Oh, sorry. We're talking about the Star Wars Dark Forces remaster that just came out. It's the first one. If you've ever played, like the most famous one is Jedi Knight 2, Dark Forces 2, Jedi Knight, and then Jedi Knight 2, Jedi Outcast, and then Jedi Academy. This is the first game that introduced Kyle Katarn, and they did a remaster with just updated. It's the same gameplay, but like it run on a modern computer. You can use a controller, and they remastered the cinematics. So yeah, it's $20, $29. I had Steam credits, so it wasn't no big thing.
Steam credits? You get like tax credits back from Steam or something?
Yeah,
or?
They're weird. When you buy shit, they give you these Steam credits that you can then buy like actual money.
Yeah, I always forget about those. I probably have a bunch. I should really look into that.
You probably buy Helldivers just with your Steam credits. Yes.
Why would I buy Helldivers when I can just make you hold out till you gift it to me? Chris Kindred of Sweet Baby Inc. attempts to cancel a Steam curator for revealing their video game projects.
Jesus.
Well, you brought up Sweet Baby Inc. and now it appeared.
Like Satan, he will pop up and appear. Dude, and thankfully the word is out on these motherfuckers. Like every time if you say Sweet Baby Game, you will see people in the chat lighting them up, like exposing them. And that's what needs to happen.
Yeah, I had one of my videos pop off, did like 25K about Sweet Baby Inc. I was not expecting that, but people are very interested in not buying Sweet Baby Inc. games. I actually, my buddy, pretty normie-ish buddy, he had gotten one of their games was free for the month on PlayStation, and I was like, hey, so here's about Sweet Baby Inc. And then he's like, oh, and deleted it off his PlayStation. Since Sweet Baby Inc. came into notoriety, mostly in part thanks to Az, they have locked down their Twitter account. Thanks to Az, many of Sweet Baby Inc.'s projects have been left in the shadows, knowing that if anyone catches a whiff of Sweet Baby Inc.'s stench on a game, probably smells a lot like the guy sitting next to me at Dune, then its sales would plummet or be non-existent. Fortunately, there's a Steam user by the name of Cabrudos who has set up a Steam curator account to point out games that Sweet Baby Inc. got their claws into called Sweet Baby Inc. Detected. It has become a helpful curator account as it points out which games Sweet Baby Inc. has worked on. Basically, everyone, including myself, in the comments of my video about Sweet Baby Inc. were like, all right, well, I'll just look to see what they've made, and then I know what not to buy.
100%.
Correct. As of writing, this Steam Curator account has 13,000 followers and is expected to climb higher. I'm working on getting down to 13,000 followers myself. As many as 18 games are currently on this curator list, with games added as time goes on. You'll see things like Starfield, Forspoken, Saints Row reboot.
Oh my God, the Saints
Spider-Man
Row.
Miles Morales.
Do you know that Saints Row was like within months, and it was just on sale for like $4.99? And I won't. You would give it to me for fucking free, and I won't play it.
Have you? So did you see some of it though?
Oh, I saw. Yeah, like
the dialogue.
Gen Z, like written by college student dialogue gameplay. Yeah, Yeah, no, that was a no for me right out of the gate. And I love the Saints Row 2. Saints Row 2, still one of the best ones.
And they were
Mr.
edgy,
Tech Rat.
right? They were like GTA style,
They
like
were
edgy, right?
Slightly more goofy GTA. Yes, you'd have a big purple dildo sword that you'd be hitting people with. Yeah, like that type of wacky humor, but also quite serious. And the Saints were the story of the gang and taking over. So fucking bad. Yeah, and then of course they went over the top.
Have you seen Everything Everywhere All at Once?
Yeah.
Okay. So like that kind of purple dildo?
Yeah.
I really want to recommend that movie to like my parents and stuff, but I always just think about that scene.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Helldivers is awesome. And the only reason I haven't outright bought it is because I do know that Erwin is really busy and I'd feel bad.
I don't even get to play the video games I want to play. I almost started a new one last night and I'm like, no, I don't have time because I have to kill my channel in the morning.
I want him to play Knights of the Old Republic, which he's going to.
Yeah.
But he needs to be able to do his doc and finish things so we can make his live channel so he can stream that game for all of us so we can make him do horrible things.
And poor ass didn't get included in the social media video we put up yesterday and he was very
really
sad.
Struggling. Really struggling for subs.
So now I have to look up. God, I wish I'd saved more. I think I still have him rubbing all the Dr. Balls on his face and stuff like that. But yeah, I got to hopefully try to find some funnier ones. I definitely need Chair Stream. I do have Chair Stream in there somewhere. So I'm a busy man. This is what I got to do today. I'm not even going to be able to get it all done.
You wrote masturbate four times on that. What is that?
Time goes by so fast. I know, and I didn't even put masturbate down on here, so that there's extra stuff not even on there. I'm gonna have to do.
We couldn't get the Dune popcorn bucket.
I know, I was so sad.
I was mad. I was gonna say no. I just want the bucket and smile and make awkward eye contact the whole time. Just walk around with it. Yeah, but it was AMC only. I went to Cinemark, unfortunately.
Yeah, and the lady told me the butter's over there, and if I had had the Dune bucket, I would not have been able to help myself.
And then the chick sitting next to me that like made a joke about someone else's big ass popcorn bag was like she saw them for $50. These people are selling a Dune popcorn bucket. It's already a collectible, and it's very hard. We do this for you. We drain our social batteries. All right,
my sleep battery.
Yeah, it's very hard.
The thing is we actually have to like look up articles and stuff. We really should just be a React stream. That sounds a lot easier.
Yeah,
we are pros around here.
Make chicken nuggies and walk away while we leave the stream going.
Yeah, I do occasionally walk away, but that is
we're gonna make some grilled cheese sandwiches. You go ahead, you guys just talk.
Did you even notice we got our obligatory cancel Disney Plus?
That's a good one, Graf. Yeah,
bro, you were doing the Lord's work, man.
Yeah. We got to steal that from Gary, where he shows how to cancel it.
So much.
You fired Gina Carano. Cancel.
Okay, we're getting back to Sweet Baby Inc. for some reason. Unfortunately, this curator page on Steam has attracted the attention of Sweet Baby Inc.'s narrative designer Chris Kindred. I assume it was a Sauron eye situation where all of a sudden it just and then he feels like the pain in his head. Upon discovering the curator page, he made the following tweets. Man, I can't read today. I should have just stayed asleep. This Steam curator harassment group, Sweet Baby Inc. detected, is led by this person. Oh, oh God. Here's them trying to be slick so they don't get reported. Even with the discriminatory language filed off, the group itself still fails the code of conduct.
Game.
Wait, Chris
over.
Kindred, I assumed was a white man, but he has a black woman as his profile picture, it looks like.
That's a good deflection. It's a good deflection. Hey, that's racist, Ryan. You did a racist. If you go in timeout, and everyone knows we use Chike now, thanks to Chris Gore.
Yeah, see, Roger, that's the other reason you can't come on here, because we are going to do this in an hour, and if you were on here, we'd have to play this the whole time.
You are fined 1 credit for a violation of the verbal morality statute.
Fuck you!
And we just don't have the time. Anyway, report the bleep out of this group, and report the creator since he loves his account so much. Yeah, if you can't beat him, cancel him. Hold on, let me go ahead and go back up.
That dude is doing a service. I hope he makes a full app for all platforms and phones. We can just click to see if it's been I will never forgive them for Alan Wake. I waited a fucking decade for that story, and you took it away. You came in, you went, oh, here's this established female strong character that makes sense within the lore because she's fucking Scandinavian. Make her half black, involuntarily making her absentee father a black guy that bounced out on his kids. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Sweet Baby Game. Good representation. Done really well.
And that is what Alan Wake being destroyed is what got Az to realize it was Sweet Baby Inc.'s doing. So if they hadn't destroyed Alan Wake, we probably still wouldn't even really know about Sweet Baby Inc.
Yeah.
Whoever subscribes to this list is about to be sick when they got to add more of their favorite games on there. All of their games keep failing. We're talking about how AAA studios are failing and having to cut their workforce. So Chris Kindred, this Black Wahmen, apparently.
I feel like I know this guy's name. Like I might have seen him in something else. That's definitely not what he looks like.
Oh, yeah. I assume it's from one. I assume that was formerly a white male character in a video game they worked on, and then this is what they now look like. So they can't win. They can't win. And they're like, hey, stupid bigots, look, our big game's coming out, and then it fails. And
That's
then
the issue.
They have to
do it right.
They have to hide.
Right.
And cancel.
Yeah. No. The problem is that all these people doing these inclusion standards don't consume the shit that they are. I mean, they consume it, but in a negative way. They don't play the games that they're updating. They don't watch the movies. They don't read the comics, so that when they do it, it's done with no tact, no nuance. It's just a cudgel of like, white, make darker, make this, insert, make them lame and get. It's the same shit.
Oh, God.
It's so obvious at this point. It's a joke. People just start laughing now.
Do we want to go through some of his past tweets?
Oh no. How bad are they?
Well, first one's about how COVID isn't over. That was a retweet. Second is Palestine, of course.
Sure.
Oh, that was the one that just happened. It was the bro who set himself on fire. Nothing like self-immolating for Palestine. Oh my God. What a freaking moron. Had a dream where CEOs made neo-pronouns for their employees. Corporate pronouns, if you will. Associate/associate self. Did you see the neo-pronouns question on Jeopardy?
No. Is it infiltrated? What was it? Like what are yours?
The answer, which is like the question in Jeopardy, because they're so stupid and backwards.
What is they don't exist?
Was like they, them, Caesar, or whatever. And he's like, what are pronouns? And he goes, yeah, correct. What are pronouns? Or neo-pronouns. So actually he got it wrong. The answer is supposed to be neo-pronouns, and he just said pronouns, but they just went ahead and gave it to him.
It's too close to neo-Yahtzee, and I disown. It's problematic. You can't say neo-pronouns.
How dare you? While the queerness in games discussion has been going on for a good while. Oh, why? Oh, I've got something for that. On, yeah. Queerness in games.
Peter, I need you to hold my ears.
We have texts like queer game studies, to which I owe the above point. Oh my God. A game could be queer if it deliberately works to subvert commonly held philosophies of game development. That's in like satanic stuff. Subverting like morals and norms and stuff. It's like Satanism 101. Not saying that makes the game or its devs queer in a sexual sense, more like in a bell hook self that is at odds with everything type way. So now anything can be queer. And I'm just loosely summarizing one source here, but hopefully it's a good enough jumping off point for your own research. Jumping off point. Yeah, queers know a lot about jumping off things. You could go two ways here. Content. Does your game have gay shit that you can see and interact with? Is that gay shit made with queer people in mind? Maybe even by queer people? 2, systems. Do your game's mechanics let or make you do gay shit?
What the fuck? If it's an old school BioWare game, it does.
So imagine the next God of War. You know, normally the God of War, it starts off where you get the scene where you see some fine ladies like in a hot tub, and then you press square a bunch, and you press square a bunch more, and you press it so much, and then a bunch of like red orbs go flying everywhere. Yeah, but this time it's gonna be dudes.
Yeah. Yep, that's par for the course, because to them, everyone is queer.
Oh my God, they're making the God of War like live action, right? And this is like Amazon or some hot garbage.
We've heard it, but no word on casting.
I bet they're going to reference that, and he's going to walk in, and it's going to be a bunch of hot ladies, but then there will be a couple dudes. And you know them Greeks, they like to get freaky with the dudes. Oh my God, they're going to...
Yeah, a little man-boy love might have been a thing in those ancient Greek societies.
Yeah, sweet baby.
Socrates was mentoring.
Yeah, Sweet Baby Inc. would have fit in pretty darn well.
But the big issue is now that we know it's Sweet, but trust me, there are other Sweet Baby Inc. out there. We just need to find them, the names, because they won't stop. They won't stop. Again, it's just the beginning. No war has been won. No, they're only going to try harder now. They're going to get sneaky and quiet. That's what all that MCU retooling, blah, 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 that corpo speak is, that they're just going to hide because they got caught out. So now they're going to try and hide it a little bit more.
Yeah, Redfall, that was that vampire game that failed miserably,
Didn't even
correct?
try to play it. Yeah. Didn't even try to play it. And it was free on Game Pass, so that should show you.
So we do actually have some good news in the entertainment sphere. We got Yaira finally coming out on the 11th. So that's in like 9 days. So if you're interested, I always recommend getting it early because usually they go by whoever orders first gets it first. So you don't want to have to
order
wait
it
as
yesterday.
long.
I didn't realize this is just the announcement of the start of the campaign, right? So it'll be available to purchase in this point.
Presumably there's a campaign page. I need to go check it out, figure out if there's some shorts.
Yeah, I didn't see it yesterday. I looked and the last one was Alpha Core, so I'm gonna have to check.
It's still not up? That's kind of
what that was yesterday. It might have been up now. So giggity.
So
takes time to get it up.
Went ahead and got Black Widow's No Restraints play, which is from the Saska sisters. Holy crap, this was good. I couldn't believe it. I was kind of taken back by it. And, well, let's say Sweet Baby Inc. would definitely feel represented by the bad guys here. Natasha's super hot. Well, she doesn't hit on any robots and turn them evil into Ultron and stuff. I couldn't believe it. I'm genuinely excited for it. Like, I already was happy, but then I read this and I'm like, oh my God, give it to me now. Also, Yaira Winter and March. Yeah, whatever. Winter.
Just want to address this Vox. Yeah, it's not only is the overrepresentation of minorities, it's distracting to the point where even normal people that I talk to and like friends would be like, what? Why is every married couple like a white and a black father within like different ethnicity children, and everyone is like, it's like you're seeing it everywhere and with no explanation, and it's super fucking distracting and awkward and forced. It's just not how society looks.
Yeah. Well, that's what Joker's disciple hooking it up. All the lefties want to light themselves on fire for Pal Worldenstein.
He's stealing that one.
Throw him off the cliff, and they would probably throw him off the building normally. I mean,
they would tell you all to go to the roof to chant for us, and then we will meet you up there and help you down.
Yeah, with the 72 virgins, and by virgins they mean children.
Oh,
children. We should stop them, right? Oh no, woke Kratos shows in the works. Yes, we should totally put the fire out because it would be tragic if they were to self-immolate on purpose. And yeah, woke Kratos shows in the works. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah, and they get
I'm
the
sorry.
main dude.
And that's something else Sweet Baby Inc. destroyed. You wonder why all of a sudden there's little black girls in God of War? That's Sweet Baby Inc.'s doing.
Cleopatra was black. I don't care what they tell you in school.
School is indoctrination.
Oh, yeah.
No, you son of a gun.
No, I did it. Bly's right. It's the message. It will be everywhere. It will not stop until you the message right out of you.
Yeah, it's like this black goo, and then when you get close to someone else, you go, and then it gets into them.
I was watching the QAnon shaman talk about it. He's explaining massive. We live in such a clown world. He's talking about massive gnosis and all that. But like, yeah, if you just say something and act like it's true long enough, the normies will just eventually accept that is a true reality. And that's what that message is. They see it in their TV commercials. They see it in their books. They see it in their comics. They see it in the movies. There's no escaping it. Pronouns, fucking pronouns. It just exists until it's normal. And that's what they try to do. They are trying to groom you. They are trying to normalize shit that shouldn't be normal.
Fucking current day Californian shit! Because that's all we fucking know! Because we're boring! We're so fucking boring!
And that's what it is.
So we actually have a story about Black Widow movie. Ray Winstone felt Marvel Studios...
Wait, my representation, my Latinx has super chatted you.
You read
Air
it then.
Force accelerate your life. You are gay. You are big gay, my friend. He's an Army vet, not Air Force.
I was going to say, wait, is that pro Air Force or Air Force slander?
Probably both. You could shit on your friends and family. That's what they, all the branches. Marines eat crayons. It's a whole thing. Shout out the great Deadpoolio. The great Deadpoolio.
Thank you for keeping my channel alive. This is why I'm still streaming, because you guys are too fucking generous and I can't stop streaming now.
Bro,
I can't. You guys are making me destroy my channel. It's your guys' fault, right? Blame my audience. Wait, I'm losing subscribers and I'm blaming my audience. I assume Amazon's going to be hitting me up shortly.
No, you're successful. Your channel's under attack because we're talking about the message.
Kicking the balls. Oh, you can't. Sorry. Well, actually, that's probably good. You couldn't say that. Kicking the balls over soul-destroying Black Widow experience. Let me just go ahead and wrap this up quickly. Basically, he's like, I did a good job, right? And I'm done with this. And then Marvel says, hey, bro, we're going to need you to do a bunch of reshoots. And you're like, but I already did a good job and I already did like what you paid me for. Yeah, hey, bro, we're going to need some reshoots, just like every single Marvel movie. And he's like, but I don't want to. And he was fine. Until you have to do the reshoots. Then you find out that a few producers have come down. Because, the Marvels failed because we didn't have enough producers doing reshoots and stuff like that. And your performance is too much. It's too strong. So that's what they told him. His performance was too strong.
He's a little too toxic. A little too white male of you.
That's the way Marvel works. It can be soul destroying because you feel like you're doing great work. And then you think you're out. Just when you thought you were out, they bring you back for one last job.
I suspect this is sort of what's going on with Harrison Ford over there on the Thunderbolts. But in this case, I love that Ray was basically like, no, fuck you. Recast the role. And they were going to take him to court. So he went back and finished it. Like, he sounded so defeated talking about it because that's what the demon makes you do.
He wanted to be recast. But no, you can't. You can't. Yeah. Or else, otherwise you end up in court. It's like being kicked in the balls. So Thunderbolts, speaking of, this was one I just saw. I'm going to pull it up. Florence Pugh's Thunderbolts looks to be a troubled female-led Marvel MCU misadventure.
I hope you didn't like Bucky Barnes because it's not looking good for our boy.
But then we also have this rumor, Thunderbolts to turn the Sentry into a mantle.
Yep.
Oh, God. We'll see his powers inherited by diverse female successor.
Yep. And just to follow this trend, male White Tiger is being introduced in Daredevil to immediately be replaced by female White Tiger. So if you thought anything was going to change, no, they're fucking doubling down on everything. Sentry will be a mantle for a woman. Bucky Barnes will be the leader for 5 seconds before being replaced by Florence Pugh. And they're not going to give up. They're going to continue to double down until we everywhere. And it will lose money. And the irony that Thunderbolts
is this movie or a show?
Filming. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a movie.
I thought it's a show. It's a movie? I thought it was going to be a show.
Like 3 months. They shot it. It was done. We got that it was a January 6th analogy where the Harrison Ford as president, Red Hulk Ross, was trying to get heroes to do his little insurrection-y things. But then they changed it. And now they're shooting the reshoot 5 months.
I kept scrolling. She's in a wheelchair.
Yep. Of course she is.
I assume this is apparently they're doing a comic miniseries.
Guarantee she's gay too. Guarantee she's gay too.
Yep, they're doing a miniseries, and this is the mantle. Oh my God, she's in a wheelchair.
Why? They love money. They just don't like money from us. You know where they get their money from. You know who they're trying to target. It ain't us. It ain't us. But there's certain investment firms. It is.
Why?
Oh, look at that. Speak of a devil, and someone will say it. Yeah. There they is. They're getting money. Something is keeping. Look at you. Something is keeping them alive because it sure is fucking our money.
But it's not keeping them alive too much.
That's
longer. They ran out.
It's running out, and then depending on how these lawsuits go, all of them, the federal ones, the couple federal ones, the lawsuit with Elon and her and the other people, they are going to need all the money they can get.
Yeah, well, I'm saying like BlackRock and all them. Now that they don't have those 0% interest rates, they don't just have all the free money. There's a point when major corporations, these guys were trying to give them more free money, and they were saying, we have too much free money. We don't even know what to do with it. We can't take more free money from you guys. And then they say, yeah, we're going to need you to take even more free money. And that's how we have really, really bad inflation. That and printing so much money, we now are $35 trillion in debt.
What's her diversity glow up? She's in a wheelchair. She's a woman. She's brown. Let's say she's neurodiverse. Let's say she's a lesbian. That's at least 5.
Side of head shave? No. that's something that they're probably going to
That's
add.
more of a signal, but I'm sure we could give her at least 6. We could hit 6 on the diversity bingo lottery because, as we know now, it's funny. We're joking. This is literally something they talk about that Film Threat and Chris Gore and Alan Ing have been talking about in their little disgusting oppression hierarchies. That the more you hit, literally, the more you hit, the more viable you are. And if you want further proof, remember Echo? You remember?
Oh,
That
don't
stat
bring it
for a
back up,
reason.
dude.
Yeah.
I don't need to get angry. Apparently this the original woman dropped out. Geraldine. Oh wait, yeah, Edibiri.
Yeah.
And now it's Geraldine Viswanathan. And when I see this, I'm like, but then I see this, and I'm like, all right, maybe she might be a good actress.
I'll allow it.
Maybe this.
I'll allow it.
Not so much. This gives me
I'm
hope.
just here to be easy on the eyes for you.
I live around a ton of Indians. I do not see very many attractive Indian women. It is kind of surprised to see one. I
really like they're either super fucking hot or they went right over the line into mother mode, pop out like 12 kids and shit. But yeah, some of them super hot.
I don't know what this is, but I support this. Is this the bad guy? Is this gonna be another thing where I root for the bad guy?
No, it seems like another cool thing from the comics that they won't accurately adapt. Like every time they talk about something, maybe they're doing this. I have to remind
this is
people,
the bad guy. Yeah, this is him getting taken over by the Void. Yeah, I'm
right. But
for
remember
the
what
Void.
Gore the God Butcher looks like in the comics and
Oh
what they
my
made
God.
Christian. But that's what I'm saying. So it's like, what? Don't even trust. What? Tommy boy. I guess you did miss, but we did a whole Dune 2 review. We liked it.
It's unlisted.
We like,
it's killing my channel.
I meant he missed it. Yeah, we did do a Dune. You can check out my review; it's still up. But yeah, we liked it. I gave it a 9 out of 10.
Yeah,
8.5 out of 10.
8.5.
Yeah. No, I'm seeing it again. So I'm seeing it again. I really liked it. It's a lot. It's a hefty 2 hours and 50 minutes that it could have been longer as far as I'm concerned. Giggity. It should be.
Why?
It should be. Remember when they had the Infinity War trailer where they showed Hulk and he didn't show up in Infinity War, and then there was a lawsuit, and they said they aren't allowed now to show things in the trailer that aren't going to be in the movie? That's fucking bait and switch. So I agree.
Madam Web was fine with it. Half the trailer wasn't even in the movie.
So how they clearly don't. No worries, bro. I was just busting your balls. Yeah, it's just an algorithm thing. We can't keep the streams up. McFarlane,
Yeah, they're already killing me enough.
McFarlane has been talking about doing Spawn again, like an actual movie, and David Keith is still alive. He can still do the voice.
I haven't heard much about McFarlane going crazy. Is he hasn't done any of the woke crap, right?
The dumbest shit he does is jokerize his figures or make himself an action figure. He hasn't and refused to make a fucking Starfire Zatanna figure that we keep asking for. But yeah, no,
I hit a nerve. I'm sorry.
He has not got. No, he's one of those guys. It's like he's like, female figures don't sell, but then he releases the shittiest female characters that no one wants, and when he releases a classic Wonder Woman, it is still fucking sold out. So it's like, bro, just pick the ones we're asking you. I got a whole Teen Titans right there with no fucking Starfire because he refuses to make it. I digress. Drinking game.
I pressed a button. I'm sorry. But if he were behind a project, we could most likely be like, that's going to be decent.
Yeah. I would be fine if he did a Spawn, or if he did anything. His comics are decent. His Spawn is one of the only modern comics doing shit. King Spawn, right? I've heard about it. It's one of those things where I kept hearing about it, and I was waiting to see if anyone was like, "Nope, bait and switch."
I mean, he does the female figures pretty well. Hold on, come on, there we go. I think he does a pretty good job on female figures myself.
Even Gary, who is notoriously will shit on like modern toys, he will also tell you that McFarlane toys, which are all of those really, are the only modern ones with still quality and are worth it. And a lot, they're like $20, $30 at most.
That's the only thing I really buy.
The sculpts look really good. And if you read the books,
that's the only one that's not.
Yeah, no, and I know you've got more. You got your Catwoman that's supposed to come out.
Yeah, Alex Darby, if you're here, my Catwoman, it's gonna probably be a second. It supposedly was gonna ship in February, but
Space. I told him to watch both, but I told him to watch Dread first. But he should watch both because the Stallone is funny in its own right.
But then I have to stop reading. I have to stop reading 3 comics, and I have to stop reading $50 worth of comics in one day. Then, if I do that,
my friends and I used to laugh. Like, do you think Stallone sat there in his trailer, looking in the mirror, like, "I am the law, I am the law," practicing how he was going to say it? But I think the first one in Rico, the guy that plays his brother Rico, it still works. It works really good. But yeah, Dredd with Carl Urban is like, well, that's how you do it, Mandalorian. That's how you do it, Halo. Keep his fucking helmet on. Yeah, you can see his mouth, but
yeah, and it was updated for modern audiences, and the modern audiences enjoyed them because the modern audience is just normal people.
Character. It had a girl character who fights and is Olivia Trilby. Yeah, really good fucking character.
Okay.
Well, look at that when it's done right. Look at that when it's done right.
All right, well, feel free to send me the Blu-ray, and I will watch that immediately, Badge.
Fuck you. I will send you the Amazon code, and you'll have no excuse.
Serpent Society cut from Captain America, Brave New World. Brave New World, which do you even
New World
think,
Order.
Yeah, do you think they're going to change it again at this point, now that they're reshooting everything?
Bro, they've changed that the Agatha one like 3 times.
I know. What's it on now? Do you even know?
But the first one was Darkhold Diaries, then it was I think it's something Coven
of Darkness or
Coven
something?
of Darkness, I think, is the last one I've heard of. So the sad thing is, I really like Catherine Hahn. Yeah, you know what they do. I can feel your lack of movie watching.
Yes, I'm evil. I know, who has the time?
Done, Lord Beaver, or
all right.
whatever the fuck your name is.
I agree. I will start watching movies, but I have to cancel all my streams. Get him, Darby! Alec Darby, get him! Attack him!
No, thankfully, these super chats and members are keeping you alive, so you will see us next Saturday. And trust me, when he gets the live stream
an hour later,
proper,
I think we're gonna have to push it back an hour later. My schedule got changed, and this is way too early for me. I keep not reading things correctly, and I don't want people making fun of me. That would make me feel really bad if anyone in the chat were to make fun of me right now, and then go take their mom and dad's phones when they go have dinner with them next, and get on their YouTube app and subscribe to me. I would hate for that to happen.
Rob Schneider is, we will all make mule accounts. Everyone make a mule account right now.
No, we're not. That's illegal. I disavow this man.
Yeah. Is it really? Oh, I should probably not do that. What
do you mean by mule account? What the fuck? That's the first I've heard of mule account.
Is it really? It's from video game. It's a video game term when you make an account just to like hold all your shit.
Oh, wait,
Yeah.
what kind of MMO or whatever are you playing that you know that term?
A lot of them. I'm slightly of like a video game addict for like 2 decades. Yeah. Well, that's the thing is we're going to have watch parties eventually. We'll have I'm forcing him to make an Amazon list that we can all put the movies for him and then force this dummy to watch it on stream while we super chat him and make fun of him. Lady Aaron D's, she came up with that, by the way, so I won't steal it from her.
So I guess I'll go ahead and tell you the plan. So the plan is I need to write at least the first part of my documentary, which is going to take weeks still, if I have the freaking time for it. Oh my God, this stuff. It took me 1.5 years to make that whole freaking thing. It cost me over $10,000. It's very expensive and very time consuming. And I said, never, ever, ever again. And here I am again doing it. This time I'm probably going to do green screen. So I'm going to include myself. We're going to have a little more fun with it rather than me just doing the Irwin voiceover voice and trying to be too serious and
with the mask on, you sort of sound like Batman.
I keep forgetting I'm wearing this.
Hello, Batman. You can't stop my queer identity.
It's going to be imprinted in my face for like an hour probably.
Do the
this
Batman
thing is too
voice.
tight. So once I get it written, then I'm going to finally get around to making a live channel, a daily clips channel, that sort of thing. If I feel like doing some political news,
Monday
I'll probably
movie
do a
night.
news channel. But yeah, on that live streaming channel, we will stream way more. We can do whatever, and I don't have to worry about killing my main channel. Main channel is probably just going to be green screen videos and documentary stuff. But I really got to get that next bit of the documentary out. And then then hopefully we can go back to gaining subs. And then we can have more fun again. And till then, it's just going to be Saturday streams, probably 1 to 3 Eastern time, the Lord's time zone. And then eventually, if things get back on track, we'll add Fridays back. But till then, I'm just going to have to do Saturdays, and then we'll get a live streaming channel, and then we'll go fucking crazy. And I'll play Knights of the Old Republic, and we'll do movie watch parties and stuff like that.
But Saturday is still our days, because yes, chilling with everyone in the chat, even troglodytes like Ryan who make and break people's channels, but only eat frozen pizza. No, this is what it's about, streaming with you guys. So, and speaking of, what's up? What's up, fellow bigot? What's up, fellow queer representation? How are you,
I
sir?
Well, I guess if Hypno's here, I can finally let the cat out of the bag. It's been a month. One of the reasons I don't have time for this stuff anymore. Originally, I thought I was gonna have to like do YouTube to make ends meet, and that's why I was like, I'm gonna pump out all this content, and I killed my fucking channel. But I might have a second editing job these days.
This guy?
For Hypnotic. So
Hail the bigot army.
Then we went from 2 videos a day to 3 videos a day. So that is actually why I've been too busy these days to do all this crap.
I think it's very lovely.
I'm a professional editor now, which is why I made the documentary, so I can become a professional editor. And now I can pay my bills through editing.
You're succeeding upward.
Yeah, and now so now that's why I'm having to cut back on some of the other stuff, because I made it, guys. I made it. And yeah,
It's
I don't
the
feel
fact
like I
that
made it.
channels like Hypnotic are growing the way they are. The fact that we've now had the Fellowship, the 199, and the Bigot Army come right in, and who the next, the Badger Army, the Nerd Wars Army. The fact is, there has to be armies of us, and it's really great seeing that not only are we all getting bigger and bigger, but we're helping each other. Look at this. Hire this man. I don't care how busy
Honestly,
he is.
when I feel bad, I just go look at Hypno's channel growth, and I'm like, okay, at least I'm helping with that. At least I'm helping a little bit with someone grow something.
And we all cover different things. So we really are hitting every, you can guarantee Hypnotic will be over anything manga or any anime, any corruption from Western influences. And there's a lot.
I watched like 20 seconds of Hypno's got a manga channel too. And he showed off his manga collection. I could only watch it for 20 seconds because I saw Akira. And I'm like, well, there we go. There's 6 books I have to buy now. I can't look anymore. I'm about to get my manga collection anime
I have
arc,
another
and
addiction.
I can't do it, guys. I don't have the time. Oh my god.
Yeah, he and I are talking after the stream yesterday, and I'm already buying more fucking death metal comics. Like, oh, I was missing that one. So that's the problem. It's an addiction once you start. On top of maybe spending almost $400 buying the Green Lantern omnibuses, but no, it's not gonna.
I was hanging out with my buddy last night, and he's a gun nut, and he just kept whipping out more. And the way he was talking, I'm like, oh my god, he's justifying things exactly the way I justify my collecting addiction. It's all the same.
We all do it. Well, if I buy it now, it'll be less cheap because it's on a clearance, and it's
exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. That's what he said too.
To be fair, the omnibuses I bought were like $140 down to $80. So I was $80 for an omnibus. Come on, bro. Yeah, we all
have a problem. We're worried about you, Badge.
What do you mean I got a problem?
I told Badger he needed to take 2 months off buying comics and toys and get himself a 2D VTuber avatar. Yes. Okay. It's on there. Yeah, it's what, like $4 to rent HD off Amazon.
He's got Gladiator and Dread for sure.
So, yeah, I was gonna play some Risk board game Risk tonight with my boomer friend, and then my actual like friend. The boomer is his dad. And then so Sunday, I'll see if he wants to watch that. I'll have him rented off of Amazon, assuming it's on.
By the way, Westward, like it's a joke, but it is. I like Dune so much that even though I was ignoring them after I saw Dune 2, I bought like a bunch of McFarlane Dune 2 figures, and they were all on clearance. And I was like, oh, once this movie, and it's big now, I guarantee you they price jump. So I was like, well, I better buy it now before it gets more expensive. Yeah, we're all addicts. It's fine.
Yeah.
See, we spend money on shit we like. So if you don't alienate us, we'll give you money.
I used to watch. Also, you're the man Joker's disciple. I really genuinely appreciate you. And like the $2, like it's just you guys just giving me just whatever amount of money and saying something. That means so fucking much to me.
Thought.
Yeah, I love it. Thank you. I
see you guys in other streams and on our chats and video comments. It's very nice.
I just love seeing you guys. Like, getting to hang out with you guys is why I'm destroying my channel and mostly okay with it ish. I'm learning to cope. I'm coping with it okay, I think.
Why shouldn't you be able to like super chats?
How can you not? I just saw that recently. I don't understand the point of liking super chats.
Yeah, I've seen it on other ones, but does it matter if you go through StreamYards or not? Because I thought that was a YouTube side thing. Yeah. You should be able to on YouTube side.
I mean, F&T, they do it, and they've got it on there. Yeah, I'll look into it. Let's see. Yeah, likes on Super Chats? On Super Chat.
Yeah, well, you could be like Jeremy and just play Fortnite.
Well, see, that's the problem is you got to create like 5 different or like 20 different channels if you're G&G. And yeah, Jeremy knows what he's doing, and he created a wrestling and Fortnite channel. All right, all of us make mistakes. Okay, all of us can make mistakes.
Yeah, but like if you and I right now were streaming Helldivers, while like Mr. Tech Rat and Great Dead Pulio were our, because there's a 4-man squad, people would be watching us play Helldivers. But that's just because it's a popular. I don't know how he got them to watch, because he put Trump in his streams.
I can still get views. The problem is I get the views, but I still lose subscribers because they're not the videos people want. And YouTube is weird. The problem is the documentary was too successful.
I believe it's $20
it sounds so
or
weird
more.
to say.
$20 or more super chats.
Oh,
Because
is that
I
what it
gave
is?
a 20 the other night on one, and it had the like thing. So if you want to test that out, you'd have to super chat him a 20. But that would just be for science, of course.
Yeah, I've been trying to lay off the grifting a little
You don't
bit,
well, that's why I'm grifting for you. The side.
I know. That's what I hired you for.
Vince, you don't want Vince to come in and poop a chalupa? Hey, it's a joke.
So, yeah, we're gonna probably wrap it up soon. Well, we'll just go ahead and talk about this nonsense. Woke Star Wars fans outraged about composer being dead named in the Bad Batch credits. You got
Are they
dead named?
Well, I guess it does say woke Star Wars fans, which they weren't Star Wars fans. Don't worry. Those are just those.
Yeah,
new
they're
Disney
not real
fans.
Star Wars fans like me. Thank you very much.
I like all the Star Wars.
Oh my god!
I can't wait for the Acolyte. I really can't. I'm waiting for that more than anything Charmine is going to do. The Wackolite is going to make. If you don't have a channel, make it before the Acolyte. So, because it's your fucking. When Drinker said that the Charmine obeyed Chinoy, with that movie was going to launch 1,000 YouTube. Nope, it's going to be the Acolyte first. Yes, Queen. Yes. Yeah, it's going to do great.
I got so much to do. I'm having
Roger, you said you were leaving 10 minutes ago, and we said goodbye to you, and you're still here. That's how good this show is. You can't stop watching us. You can't quit us.
Cope. He's coping. He's like, I'm just into slow growth. Copium. But yeah, I'm definitely yo-yoing like a motherfucker right now. And
Child suppression is real.
I just have to hope it doesn't die.
Oh.
All right, we're gonna do the.
Did it work?
We're kicking the ball. Wow. Let's see. Apparently I can heart it.
Okay.
I hearted it. That's a thing. I hearted it. What does that even do?
I believe the up is the heart. It's liking it.
All right. So yeah, anyone seeing likes? Whoa.
I got to keep my job, Lod.
I don't have time to put another costume on. So Joker's Disciple, you're a mod now. Congratulations.
Boom,
you're now
just
officially
like that,
a blue.
You bought your way into power.
Yeah, I fully support it. You, Joker's Disciple, I'm gonna put you in charge of making sure to watch Ryan Roger Athe. You let me know if he gets out of line, okay?
Thank you, Joker.
Yeah, seriously.
Appreciate it.
You guys are the freaking best. That's why I all I did was down in the editing mines by myself till freaking 5 a.m. editing, and I'm just like, I just want to hang out with my homies and actually like be on screen and stuff. Oh, we got another $5 coming. You guys are the reason I'm happy to destroy my channel and blame it all on Roger.
Because he's the maker. I'll make you. I'll break it. Listen, motherfucker, I'm going to do his whole spiel with him.
Have a good weekend. I will. Thank you, Zach. I'm gonna play some Risk today and drink some beers. The last time we got absolutely obliterated, we're playing homebrew rules, so we're having to tweak the homebrew rules a little bit. But hopefully I stand a chance in this one. I'm never going to Australia. Don't ever take Australia. It's the worst. But yeah, we're going full boomer mode. We haven't finished this man's super yet. I've been a follower, but we'll be watching a lot more live. Good content. Thank you. This is someone who was a subscriber who came here and didn't unsubscribe. Instead, he's like, I'm going to watch more. Badger, you son of a bitch. Oh, we'll get to it in a second. Good
Keep
content.
going with Zach.
Thank you.
Keep going with Zach.
I thought I was going to have some fun. I thought I was doing some interesting things, and people come here and they say, why is that guy wearing that afro and that gold chain? I'm trying to have some fun. And then they unsubscribe. And I'm like,
I need a Pharaoh hat now.
Roger, it's a conspiracy. Roger's behind it all. So why the hell can't we like your fitty?
I can't like any of these because I went over to see. Yeah, I don't know why that is. Because it used to be. So maybe they changed it. Yeah, This is for
The
you.
Angry Badger drops a 50 and says,
3 months ago, because I get to say it on stream. 3 months ago, I was just a dude watching YouTube, watched your documentaries, loved the way you put all the channels I watched together, typed randomly, you know, maybe one day I'll get to be in a video, made my channel, and fucking here I am streaming with my heroes. Yes, sometimes it's not good to meet your heroes, and sometimes it's really fucking good. And Nerd Wars Erwin, I am very happy to be here. Keep going. Don't stop. Let's hang out with the homies. I love these Saturday streams. And one day we will get you back to 20,000+. It'll be insane. It's just going to take time and dedication, and I know we got it.
Roger promised me I was going to be at 25K by the end of the year, okay? He promised me. If that doesn't happen, I'm going to see him in court. And I'm going to kick him the balls.
I'll blow him no homo right now. Hit that Doom bucket. Let's go. Now, we don't call out success and people doing good shit enough. So I'm just grateful to be here. Grateful to all these channels. Fuck you, Hypnotic. Grateful to you too. I was on your channel as a guest. That was surreal as shit. So thank you to both of you. Yeah, it's crazy.
Let's go and talk about the weird synchronicities about what happens when you get up off your butt. So I made the dang documentary because they take way too long. So I was like, I have to be able to get paid to do this. I spent probably 10K plus on that freaking documentary over a year and a half. Huge leap of faith, huge risk. I made some decent money on it, but I probably myself spent like 5K to make that thing. And then I still get people complaining there's too many ads. Fuck yourself. So I wanted to get the job. I wanted to get that initial, you know, that subscriber bump, which it ended up being too successful. And now things are being destroyed because of it. But really, the reason because I've made previous documentaries, more political ones, the whole reason I do it is because I want to get you guys off your asses.
It worked.
And there are so many people out there who should be doing this. So I paid basically 5K to get Badger off of his ass. And it's worth it to me. There were lots of other people who said, oh, this has inspired me to go back to working on my book or working on my whatever. So the like 20 comments I saw of people saying that and the Badger, that I spent 5K to get people up off.
I would say I can answer what Mr. Tekra is answering, because while he's making the documentary all day and pulling clips, he's not fucking working. He's not working, and the channel's not making money yet because he's making the thing that will eventually. So that's how you end up spending.
I tried to get health insurance, and then I found out I couldn't because I wasn't even averaging 30 hours a week because I had cut back so much on my work. There were weeks where I'd only work like 2 days a week so I could focus on this.
Yeah.
I went all for it. I would
see you in the comments of people before I knew you. Like I would just see every once in a while I'd see your comments talking about, oh, for editing at 3 a.m. So like I always pictured you just a manic middle of the night editor. And I've always been very honest that
all I did.
I watched Gary for years. Gary radicalized me. He made me see the Matrix and all of it. And then I was yoing back and forth about making a channel because all the resistance you hear, no one's gonna like it, no one's gonna give a shit. There's already people doing it better. Why try? And then I saw your fucking documentary and it was like, okay, that's why I'm gonna fucking try. I need to be one more voice out there.
He left a comment.
I left a comment. I left a comment saying one day I'll be in one of your videos, and he said my DMs are open. And here we now. Obviously, that won't happen. We obviously have a natural chemistry. We believe in a lot of the same things, but that's
it worked for me too. Because I was like, I want to start streaming because I really want to destroy my channel. I need a co-host though. I need a co-host, and he found me. And I only made him pay $50 to be my co-host.
That's it. You don't want to know what I have to do behind the scenes, but. No, I am in the position to be able to do this without having to destroy my actual life.
He is literally the exact person I imagine. He has the time, the money, the knowledge, the charisma, the equipment. He had it all, and he wasn't doing it. And there's so many nerds out there who are in a position to be able to do it. And I'm so glad he did, because give it a year, he's going to be getting more views than me on his channel. He doesn't believe me. He's already been invited. He's been guest on more streams than me already.
It's very weird when everyone else has more faith in you than you. But yes, that's what I'm told. I'm going to blow up as soon as I'm on. Either way, I'm just happy to find. I found Hypno through Erwin.
Oh, here, let me bring that up. So the way I originally found Hypno was
son of a. See, guess
love
we're going
y'all.
Longer.
Thanks for the base super fun Saturday last from Annie,
Annie.
Marie, Harvey. Oh wait, actually, what was I reading? I had a I said I wanted. Oh yeah, Superman. I wanted to save something for the ladies out there.
Yeah, Annie Marie Harvey, thank you all. Love y'all. Thanks for the base. Super fun Saturday laughs. That's great. This what's up. This
Hey,
is
you
the
want to be a
community.
mom?
Oh my God, we're building it.
Annie, you want to be a mom? So okay, so this was what Superman Doomsday Hunter Prey. Oh my God, I feel bad telling you, Badger, you have to buy this, but oh my God, dude,
Don't feel bad.
I couldn't believe it was.
thinking about buying it when you were showing it to me the other day. I was like, oh, that's the type of artwork I like. It looks like clean and yeah, Jergens is good.
It was so well written. I couldn't believe it. But yeah, I've been showing off all the hot ladies for the guys in the stream, so I got to show off some of the hotties for the ladies too.
How do I get my arms to look like that? See, we don't get offended when we see buff bodies. I want to know how to get my arms and look like that.
Oh, well, it turns out what you do is you go on a really harsh alien planet and you throw a baby out and let all the savages eat him and then collect some of his DNA, bring it back and create another clone and do that for years and years and years until you create the perfect killing machine that can adapt to anything. That's how you do it. Or you go the One Punch Man route and you do what, like 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups and run 10 kilometers. That also works.
Well, that is a little extreme. That does look like good art, though. I have no problem.
Oh, it's so good, dude.
No problem dropping it for good art.
Plus, you get mullet Superman, which I mean is I think the best version of Superman.
The Joker's disciples letting the intrusive thoughts win. He tried to time himself out, but couldn't do it. It's one of those God. If God can do anything, could he microwave a burrito so hot that he himself could not eat it? Sorry.
Westward Smile actually came up with this solution for you. All you got to do is tons of steroids.
Kryptonian steroids.
Where you live, I imagine you could find some steroids. So
I think I could probably find anything.
Yeah, actually, honestly, over in California.
Yeah. It all have fentanyl in it, but I could find it.
Yes. Well, we want to get that herbal supplement. Yes.
Yeah, but only the men have to do that. Women just get those CGI dots like Natalie Portman in the last Thor movie.
Yeah. Oh, God bless it. My face hurts. Oh, my face hurts.
He looks sort of decent in that mask.
Let's see how bad it is. Oh, wait. I don't really see too many lines.
Yeah.
I can't look at myself and show it off to you guys, but... Okay, so... Annie Marie Harvey, thank you so much. I appreciate you distracting us. So what I was going to say, how I found Hypno. This is the weird, This is how this works, guys. Get up off your butts. Magical things start happening. So I was doing all my F&T donations. Oh, yeah. Yeah, poor guy.
And you're going to have a fucking seizure one day because of the flashing lights. I don't know how you don't.
Yeah, poor guy. So I was doing all the F&T donations to push the documentary as I was working on it. And one of those days when I was listening, because I always, if someone else did that, I always made sure I'd subscribe to them. And one of those days, Hypnotic saw, hey, I just hit monetization. And QBG was like, oh, it's Hypnotic. I love that dude. And I'm like, well, I got to subscribe. And that was back when he was wearing the goggles full time, the crazy bastard. And I was like, man, this dude's legit. And he was just like a little bit ahead of me, so like on like a peer. And so I for a while, I just watched him to see how he was growing, see how he did. Kind of compared my channel to his. So he was, of course, knocking out videos every day. And I'm knocking out a video once a month. And I mean, that's why I wanted to do this, because I was tired of making 1, maybe 2 videos a month. I want to get content out for you guys. But that was a mistake.
Bro, shout out, because you treated me like a peer when I had under 500 subs, which is insane.
I will always just be the chat. Everyone's my yeah. Everyone below me is still my peer. So I was following him for a while, and then eventually I saw that My Nerdy Home, Steph, who I work with at G&G, fantastic people. I saw she was a guest on Saturday Night Hypnosis, which is tonight. If you guys aren't subscribed to him, subscribe, and you watch his live stream tonight.
Definitely check out.
It's so good.
Fun little bit over there on Saturday Night Hypnosis.
So I checked that out, and I was like, it felt like when I found F&T for the first time, I was like, these are my people. It was so good. The next week, I was there when they talked about the Indian guy playing Sauron for the next Rings of Power.
It's going
and
to be good.
We had, I was on my alt account, or my mule pack account, and my personal account, and so I dropped the surrender in chat, and that got a good one. I contribute, I think, a couple of ones to those. Great, it was so funny. So many good accents and stuff. Good time. So I'm like, I'm gonna add that to my next little Nerd War and Woke video. Which, by the way, there is a Nerd War and Woke video that like no one watched. It has J in the thumbnail. I guess that was probably my fault. But it was about how
Gary in there.
it's about how anyone could do this essentially. So I put that in there. I tagged them, and then I assume they must have got shared around, and they must have seen it. And then that I think is what got me the invite onto Saturday Night Hypnosis, which was my first stream. And I'm like, hell yes, you know, I've been following Hypno. I was so happy to be on there. And then I think a week or so after that, he slid into my DMs, want me to edit. And I was like really fucking stressed because I was not going to be able to make ends meet. I didn't know what I was going to do.
It's a
And
lifesaver.
just like when I needed a co-host and didn't know what I was going to do, it appeared. I had faith, and all of a sudden, yep. And I'm like, well, that's awesome. Now, you know, I get much closer to being able to make ends meet. And then he kicked it up a notch, which makes it even easier to make ends meet. And now I can make ends meet with just my editing job.
Yeah.
So
And
all
that's
of this,
why you got to do it.
all of this is just extra and for fun. And
A rising tide lifts all boats.
the first week of streaming, you guys paid for like 3 months of making ends meet for me. Y'all are crazy. I freaking love you guys.
Yeah,
Which
based
is
on
why
today, or we'll get to eat tonight. It'll be great.
That's exactly why I'm happy to destroy my channel for you guys. You're so freaking supportive. It means so freaking much to me. And finally, I'm at a position where it's really weird. I can do whatever I want. Sometimes I drive by my old work and I'm like, I can't believe I put up with that place for so long. I was like my good friend Angry Beaver here, I was in the restaurant industry for a while, and I lived near cities, so it was just full of trashy people and trashy customers, and oh my God, I hated it. I was there for like 5 years working my ass off to somehow turn this into a job. And lots of hard work, lots of leaps of faith, definitely my fair share of prayer in there. And I'm here. I did it. And
you guys are here. And that's why we appreciate it.
Me doing it and my success, now I'm able to help people out like Badger. Yeah. And now Badger's already going to be bigger than me already, which I call dibs. None of y'all better. He's mine. All right.
The road to one. I'm like
is,
60 away from 1,000, which
that
is
ass is mine.
Crazy. But yeah, they'd love to yo-yo you. They do love to yo-yo you.
But yeah, but
it's crazy. Just do it.
That's how it works. Get up off your butt and magic happens.
He does. We do a bit of not anyone can do it, but if you can speak and you give a shit and you can get a camera and internet, you could do it. You can do it. And if the more passionate you are about the subject, the easier it is. It'll just your passion alone will take you through it. So if you do make a channel, make sure it's about something you at least give a shit about.
Yeah, Space Rebel, we're talking to you. Get a channel started. I'm happy to help. When that Acolyte comes out, you need to tear it a new beehole.
You missed all the super chats while you were gone. It was awesome.
Oh, yeah.
And shout out to Hypnotic.
So many homies in chat. And even the Angry Badger got in on it.
Yeah.
So many homies. You guys are the freaking best. I'm happy to destroy my channel for you guys.
And the gifted, yeah.
And of course, it starts with a hashtag cancel Disney Plus. Graph, you're doing the Lord's work. And I apologize in advance. I'm going to have to get Disney Plus for a month to watch the Acolyte. Do you think they're doing binge?
For like another year.
Are they doing binge with that? Do you think they're going to release it all at the same time?
I bet you they're not. Nope. I bet you they're going to string it out. They don't want us to see how they think it's good. They're not going to Marvel it where they think it's
Yes.
yes. Yeah. No, they're gonna piecemeal it.
Really? But I mean, like Echo, they dumped all at once
because they were forced to. They were literally the executives literally said this is some shit we would put out, we would dump out normally, and then they have to. Well, actually, this is about the Marvels, but in this case, it was skate quickly over thin ice, and I think they fell immediately into the ice. Basically, Echo. I'm still mad that the Cheyenne tribes didn't like, hey, why did you change it to Choctaw just because it had a female creation myth? Like, what? We all the same to you? And you are all the same to them.
You rats look the same to me.
You are all the same to them. That's why it gets me upset that they didn't put that up. But whatever. You got to call to action somehow. And thankfully here at Nerd Wars and the Hypnotic and all the fellas from 199, we're calling them out. I see people talking shit on Sweet Baby Games, which you talked about earlier. But yeah, it's no big victories, but the war is seeing results. They're starting to bleed a little bit. They're not invincible anymore. That's the key thing.
So when Amazon tries to hire me for failing upwards, I'm going to have to tell them I'm sorry, but Hypnotic's already taken me. I apologize. And they're going to say, Hypnotic, the guy with the googly eyes? Yes. The guy with the googly eyes.
Eventually, when no one comes for me, I have to say no.
300.
Yeah.
He is a genius. That man is a genius. There's a reason I tell everyone just do exactly what Hypno does. Freaking genius, man.
Live action hip.
Yeah, it's so good. Live action that you're actually not disappointed by. Okay, you got anything else? We turned the 1 hour stream into an hour and a half stream. Anything else from your badge?
There was a precondition for that we hit, so here we are. No, just want to say thank you to the chat. Really appreciate it. Thank you, Nerd Wars, for destroying your chat for us. You're our own personal Jesus Christo up on that cross.
Yeah,
for us.
I got some clips for that actually.
As usual, we underestimated the chat.
Yes, we did,
and they showed up in a big way.
You're breathtaking. You're breathtaking. You're all breathtaking.
Congratulations.
Congrats, guys. You guys have made me more successful with your super chats than a lot of mainstream entertainment that loses hundreds of millions of dollars. I'm somehow more successful than like multi-billion-dollar companies.
Because you're true to yourself and you're not pushing the message.
the evil message.
Don't worry, when our Netflix adaptation, we won't look like this.
No. Wait, what do you want to be?
I want to be a very diverse girl boss.
I was going to be a very diverse girl boss.
You could be neurodiverse, but I can't have you be queer diverse or anything like that.
You sound like a white male trying to reestablish the patriarchy.
Oh, fuck you. That's a good one.
I want to play
Storm.
I want to play Storm in the next X-Men, actually. I don't. It's not who they're going to change me into. I'm just going to go ahead and play Storm. I feel like that's pretty reasonable. Good stuff. You guys are the absolute best. I promise I'll be here next Saturday. No Friday streams. I'm so sorry, but it's going to start an hour later. 1 hour later, so I can actually sleep and actually get some headlines together for you guys. Yeah. And maybe Roger will be there. Who knows?
We'll see.
It depends. We might have to like gag him or something like that.
As long as he refuses not to talk about fucking his horrible pizza.
And thanks for all the fish.
Oh, the camera's on. The camera's been on the whole time, huh? I don't even know. Hello.
Screw you guys. I'm going home.
Good, then get the hell out of my life. Who needs you? Beat it. Leave me alone.
I needed to get rid of the human garbage, otherwise known as my best friends. Yeah. Come on! Bonnie, how do you keep getting back in?
Well. Bye.
I'm sorry, babe. I didn't mean that either.
Smile and wave, boys.